created that kind of vibrations, and it filled the atmosphere with that vibration. So it's like asking them, you know, the vibration was telling them to go out. I don't like you to be here. So that is attitude.
Sometimes you just meet people and you feel that you're welcome here.
Yeah.
They don't say anything, but they are happy that you're with them. And others, they may say a lot of good things, how they are happy to see you, but somehow you feel that, well, it's better if you go.
Yes. Because internally the vibrations are not good. It happens like that. So attitudes can be positive or negative also. It's not necessarily, you know, loveful attitude, revengeful attitude. Attitude also has many facets by itself. You know, there are many aspects, you know, in the attitude. So as is my attitude, so will be my vibration, so will be the atmosphere. So this is where I have to make sure that I have the right. If I want to change my attitude towards the person, I have to change my awareness first. My awareness towards that person should be changed. Then only my state of mind will be affected, my attitude.
Let's take some practical example. That person who entered the room, I know that he criticizes me, he doesn't like me, and although I don't do anything wrong, his vision of me is still like that. So my attitude has been formed. Yeah, this person does not like me, he is envious, he is, well, I don't know. But then I understand also that my attitude is dependent on my awareness. So how do I change my awareness in terms of that person?
You should have enough self-esteem that you know yourself better. The other person don't know me so much. You know, I am the one who lived in this body for the longest time. So he has come in contact with me recently only. So if I am able to make myself understand, I will not be affected by the vibration. Even though he comes with that vibration, I don't like this person, but I will not be affected by the vibrations. My state of mind will remain calm, you know, cool, not get agitated. So that means I have the right awareness from my side towards that person. So I did not take in those vibrations inside of me.
I know who I am. I have self-respect. And I'm not influenced.
Yeah, you are not influenced. Then the attitude comes through vision. How you look at that person, your outlook. You know, so you can catch the vibrations.
So this is the fourth thing.
Fourth aspect of the mind.
My vision.
Yeah. So the outlook. As is your attitude, so is your vision towards that person. And people can see through your vision, through your outlook, you know, whether it's filled with love or hate or anger or, you know, anything, any negativity or positivity. So if I want to change my outlook towards myself, you know, sometimes we also have a bad vision towards ourselves, always low self-esteem, even though other people are not looking at me with that kind of you know, low esteem, but I myself cannot accept myself.
Yeah, exactly. They say to me that you are so good, and I use the same thing that you mentioned before, that I know myself better. I know that I'm bad. So it's like, because your awareness is not right. But then it's a more complicated case, because then it's my awareness about myself. If I say to myself...
You're still in body consciousness, that means you're still identifying yourself as a human, and so you compare yourself with others, and so you have already made yourself that, you know, I am this body. You have not changed your awareness. So that is why you measure yourself on the basis of the physical.
What changes when I consider myself to be a soul?
So automatically you will have positive, you know your weaknesses,
Yeah.
But at the same time, you highlight your specialities.
Okay, I see.
So that means you have self-esteem. You don't deny that you have weakness, but you don't have ego of your speciality. So you just know both of them, and you improve your, weaknesses, make it go away, and then you use your specialities. So in that way, I am not affected because I know myself, so I will not be affected whatever other person is saying to me.
So when I'm body conscious, I sort of
get affected by the vibrations.
Yeah, and I'm not aware of my specialities.
Yeah, no. That is like actually not to know the speciality is also ego in a way.
Really?
Yeah, knowing the weakness, but not to know the speciality is also ego.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So that's why it's important for us to know ourselves as we are, what we are, and who we are.
I see.
So the fourth aspect of the mind is actually the vision. So that is how we create a world of our own making through our vision. We see others not as they are, but as we are.
That's true.
That is the expression that is used. If each one of us begin to see people as they are, then we are able to create peace. But we ourselves see through our vision who they are, and that is why there is always a kind of difference of opinion. No, there's a different outlook. What we don't see the way they see.
Yes.
And that is where the difference of opinion comes. So we create a world of our own making through our outlook. And then the fifth step of the aspect of the mind is action. Once we have created the world of our making, then we put it into action. So once the action is performed, it is recorded in the soul in the form of memory.
And action is something physical.
Yeah, physical.
Right.
No, sometimes it may not be physical. It may be, sometimes in a subtle way. You make up your mind from today I'm going to be like this,
Oh, that is also an action.
Yeah, because you're thinking to perform an action. That's also a process of action. But of course, action is gross. Because when you perform action, it becomes an impression. So it is stored in the soul as a memory bank.
Okay.
And so the awareness that I get when I see something, when I do something, is based on my memory bank. That is what we call subconscious mind.
I see.
So that is why we always say that watch your thoughts, because your thoughts will become your words. Watch your words, because your words will become your actions. So watch your actions, because your actions will become your character. And watch your character, it will become your habit. So watch your habit, it becomes your personality. So we must always remember that we are the architect, to create our destiny. So we can create our life the way we want to create. It all begins with awareness. Awareness is the key. If you have the right awareness, the 6 aspects of the mind goes in a positive way. If one follows the other.
I just want to ask that, that's clear and that's wonderful, this process of going from my awareness to an action I perform and then to impressions. But then you say that these impressions or this subconscious mind sort of feeds my awareness. And it becomes a circle. And I have already performed a lot of actions, and perhaps many of them were negative.
When it comes into awareness, that is the time when you are aware, your intellect is awake. You can change the awareness and change the whole chain.
Means it's not a vicious circle that I already have lots of habits and
you can change your awareness. That is when you are aware of yourself as a soul, So you realize this was not the right awareness. That is why I got this thought.
Okay, I see.
So that, because that realization also I had, because my intellect was awakened. You know, then only I can realize that this awareness was not right. It created fear in me. It created an attitude of animosity towards that person. And I wanted to perform an action, you know, which was not right, because I had the awareness of myself as a human, and I looked at that person as an enemy physically.
Oh, that's
as
interesting.
far as soul is concerned, there is no one who is an enemy or a friend. We are all equal.
Because when we consider ourselves to be bodies,
Yes.
then we tend to justify our hatred, our anger.
Yes.
We feel that these emotions are justified.
Yeah.
But then when I'm a soul, my intellect sort of tells me that, look, this awareness of yours has been wrong.
Yeah. No, I will understand, because I listen to my inner voice and I will change that awareness. That is what has happened to all of us, no? Like before coming to the Brahma Kumaris, we were a sort of slaves to our minds, you know? We were just following whatever mind tells me to do. You hate this person, you love this person, you know? But now we don't listen to the mind. We also allow the intellect to interfere and let the both intellect and mind work together.
I see. It's interesting that actually we have two friends. Our friend is not just our mind, but also our intellect.
Yes. Our conscience. It's not only our intellect, but our conscience, our friend. So listen to your conscience very often, because it is the seat of truth. It will guide you to the authentic truth, who you are. And once you correct your awareness, the chain of 6 stages of the mind will go in one direction. Otherwise, it will be top